David's charge to Solomon, 1 Chronicles 28:9. Introduction. Near the end of his life, King David gave a solemn charge to his son Solomon. A. Pertaining to the building of the temple, 1 Chronicles 28:1-10. B. Of particular note are David's words in verse 9. In verse 9, David's charge included three things: Solomon's duty towards God, motivation for Solomon to fulfill his duty, and promises regarding whether or not Solomon fulfilled his duty. What David charged Solomon in 1 Chronicles 28:9 has application for us today in regards to our service to God. Using the verse as our text, consider first what is our duty. A. To know God. 1. David tells Solomon to know the God of your father. 2. Nothing is more important in life than to truly know God. Jeremiah 9:23-24. 3. God is displeased when people do not know him. A. As was the case in Hosea's day. Hosea 4:1-6. B. As was the case in Paul's day. Romans 1:18-28. 4. Yet God has made himself known. A. Through creation. Psalms 19:1-3. B. Through revelation and the sending of his Son. Hebrews 1:1-2. John 1:14-18, 14:7, and 17:1-4. Have we made a serious effort to know God? B. To serve God. 1. With a loyal heart. A. With a whole heart. B. With wholeheartedness. C. What Jesus described as the greatest commandment. Matthew 22:36-38. B. With a willing mind. A. Cordially and sincerely, cheerfully and freely. B. Neither in a hypocritical manner, nor through force and constraint, nor with loathing and weariness. 3. This is the kind of service God expects today. A. Of all Christians in their giving. 2 Corinthians 8:12 and 9:7. B. Of elders in their shepherding. 1 Peter 5:1-2. Are we committed to serving God completely and willingly? To know God and serve him with sincerity and zeal, such is our duty. From David's charge to Solomon, we can also learn what can serve as our motivation. A. God searches the hearts. 1. David tells Solomon, "For the Lord searches all hearts." 2. Solomon later confesses, "You alone know the hearts of all the sons of men." 1 Kings 8:39. 3. Today it is still the same. A. Jesus knew the hearts of men during his earthly ministry. John 2:24-25. B. Jesus continues to search the minds and hearts of all. Revelations 2:23. C. There is no way we can hide our hearts from God. Psalms 139:1-2, Hebrews 4:12-13. Since we cannot hide, why not serve him willingly? B. God understands the intents. 1. The Lord understands all the intents of thoughts. 2. He understands every motive behind the thoughts. 3. Not only the thoughts of the heart, when regularly formed, and ranged in order, but even the very beginning of them, the first motions of the mind, and before they are well formed. There is no way that we can hide our motives from God. Reinforcing our motivation to know God and serve Him with a loyal heart and willing mind is the two-sided promise found in David's charge to Solomon. Our promise: 1. He will be found by us, 2 Corinthians 15:2. 2. For the Lord is seeking those whose heart is loyal to Him, 2 Corinthians 16:9. And 3. The key is to seek Him with all of our heart, Jeremiah 29:13, Matthew 7:7 and 8, and James 4:8 through 10. Are we making a diligent effort to find God, to learn and do His will? B. If we forsake Him, 1. He will cast us off forever, Isaiah 1:28. 2. Even as the Lord promised to do to Israel, 1 Kings 9:6 through 9. 3. Even as Jesus warned His disciples if they did not bear fruit, John 15:1 through 2 and 6. How sad and terrible to go through life and death without God on our side. Conclusion: 1. How much better to go through life and face death with God, Isaiah 41:10. 2. Just as David later encouraged Solomon, 1 Corinthians 28:20. If we want the encouraging promise spoken of by David, accept the duty spoken of by David.